Section 2. Transportation Systems and Network Design. In this section, we will understand how transportation supports the entire supply chain. Transportation connects suppliers, factories, warehouses, and customers. It directly impacts delivery speed, cost, and customer satisfaction. This chapter will help you understand how proper transport planning leads to faster, cheaper, and more reliable supply chain operations. Transportation is the backbone of the supply chain. It ensures that goods are available at the right place and at the right time by creating time and place utility. The main goal of transportation is to deliver the right product to the right place at the right time while balancing speed, cost, and reliability. It connects suppliers, manufacturers, warehouses, and customers, making smooth material flow possible. A good example is Maruti Suzuki, which uses rail, road, and coastal shipping across India to reduce cost and improve delivery speed and efficiency. Transportation has a big impact on overall supply chain performance. It directly affects four main areas: cost, service level, inventory, and flexibility. Transportation usually makes up around 50 to 60% of total logistics cost, so better transport planning can save a lot of money. It also decides how fast and how reliably products reach customers. Faster transport helps reduce inventory because less stock needs to be stored. Good transportation also improves flexibility by helping companies respond quickly to changes in demand. Mini case DMart. DMart reduced its logistics cost by 12% by centralizing its distribution and optimizing truck routes while still maintaining daily store replenishment. This slide explains the main modes of transportation used in supply chains. Road transport is flexible and good for door-to-door delivery, but it can be costly and delayed due to traffic. It is widely used in FMCG and e-commerce. Rail transport is economical for bulk and long-distance movement, but it has limited last-mile reach. It is used for coal, steel, and cement. Air transport is the fastest mode and best for urgent and perishable goods, but it is very expensive and has limited capacity. It is common in pharma and electronics. Water. Sea transport is cheapest for international bulk shipments, but it is slow and depends on port infrastructure. It is used for oil and heavy machinery. Pipeline transport is continuous and reliable for liquids and gases, but it needs high initial investment. Intermodal transportation means using two or more transport modes together to optimize both cost and delivery time, like rail plus road or sea plus air. For example, Conquer India uses a rail and road container system to reduce cargo handling time by around 20%. Amazon uses a sea and air combination globally, sea for cost savings on regular items and air for faster delivery of urgent or high-priority products. In short, intermodal transport helps companies balance speed, cost, and efficiency by combining the strengths of different transport modes. This slide explains how to select the right mode of transportation based on different factors. Key factors include cost per ton km, transit time, reliability, distance, nature of goods, service level needed, and regulatory requirements. For example, perishable, hazardous, or high-value items need faster and safer transport even if the cost is higher. Example: vaccines are transported using air freight with a cold chain despite high costs because timely and safe delivery is critical. In short, transport mode selection depends on balancing cost, speed, safety, and reliability based on the type of goods and business needs. This slide is about route optimization in transportation planning. Route optimization means finding the most cost-effective and time-efficient delivery routes between multiple locations. Companies use different techniques like shortest path algorithms, Dijkstra's vehicle routing problem, VRP, and time window-based routing to plan the best routes and avoid unnecessary travel. Example: A beverage company reduced its total delivery distance by 18% by using GPS-based route optimization software. This slide explains load planning and consolidation, which means combining multiple shipments to reduce transportation cost and fully use vehicle capacity. There are three main types: FTL full truck load, one shipper uses the full truck. LTL less than truck load, multiple shippers share one truck. Cross-docking, goods are transferred directly from inbound to outbound trucks without storage. Mini case, Coca-Cola. By improving load planning and route optimization, Coca-Cola reduced fuel usage by 20% and improved on-time delivery to 98%. In short, proper load planning helps save cost, reduce fuel usage, and improve delivery performance. This slide talks about transportation scheduling. Scheduling is important because it impacts truck turnaround time, dock availability, and whether deliveries reach customers on time. While scheduling, we must consider customer time slots, driver working hour rules, and loading, unloading constraints. Good scheduling helps avoid delays, reduces waiting time at docks, and improves overall delivery efficiency. In short, proper transportation scheduling ensures smooth operations, better time management, and higher customer satisfaction. This slide explains the main components of freight cost in transportation. The biggest part is the line haul cost, which is the charge based on distance traveled. Then we have terminal handling charges, which include loading, unloading, and cross-docking. Fuel surcharge is added when fuel prices increase. There are also accessorial charges like tolls, waiting time, and demurrage. Finally, insurance and compliance costs cover cargo protection and documentation. This slide explains freight rate negotiation. Companies negotiate transport rates based on factors like volume commitments, service level agreements, specific routes, lanes, and seasonal demand changes. Long-term contracts with higher shipment volumes usually help in getting better rates. Seasonal demand also impacts pricing, so companies need to negotiate flexibly. Mini case, Hull centralized its freight rate bidding process across transporters and saved around 75 crore per year. This slide explains how to choose and evaluate transportation carriers. Carriers are selected based on factors like cost per ton km, on-time delivery performance, vehicle condition, safety record, and use of technology like GPS tracking and ePod. Sometimes, a carrier charging a slightly higher rate is preferred if they offer better reliability and service quality. Example: a 3PL company with 99% on-time delivery may deserve a 5% higher rate because it reduces delays, customer complaints, and supply chain risk. This slide explains the basics of transportation network design. Network design means planning how warehouses, routes, and transport modes are arranged to meet customer service goals at the lowest possible cost. The key decisions include deciding the number and location of warehouses, defining service areas and routing hubs, and selecting the right mix of transport modes and delivery frequency. In short, a good network design helps companies deliver faster, reduce logistics costs, and improve overall supply chain efficiency. The center of gravity model helps in finding the best warehouse location by minimizing distance to key markets. Linear programming is used to minimize total logistics cost while meeting service requirements. Simulation models help test different scenarios like fuel price changes or demand fluctuations before making decisions. Example: a pharma company used the center of gravity model to shift its warehouse, reducing delivery distance by 12% in North India. In short, these techniques help companies design smarter, lower cost, and more responsive transportation networks. This slide compares centralized and decentralized transportation networks. In a centralized network, goods are controlled from fewer warehouses. This helps reduce cost due to economies of scale and gives better control, but it increases delivery distance and lead time. In a decentralized network, companies use multiple regional warehouses. This allows faster delivery and better customer service, but it increases inventory and operating costs. Many case, Flipkart. Flipkart created regional hubs in cities like Bangalore, Delhi, and Mumbai to balance cost and speed, achieving one-day delivery for 80% of their orders. In short, the choice between centralized and decentralized networks depends on the balance between cost efficiency and delivery speed. This slide covers the key transportation documents needed for smooth and legal movement of goods. The Bill of Lading acts as a contract and proof of shipment ownership. The consignment note, LR, is proof that goods have been dispatched, commonly used in India. The insurance certificate protects against loss or damage during transit. The e-way bill is required in India for GST compliance during movement of goods. For international shipments, export-import documents like airway bill, shipping bill, invoice, and packing list are required. In short, these documents ensure legal compliance, shipment tracking, and protection during transportation. This slide explains the legal and regulatory requirements in transportation. In India, transportation follows the Motor Vehicle Act 1988 and Hazardous Goods Transport Rules. For international transport, companies must follow global conventions like CMR for road transport in Europe, Hague-Visby Rules for maritime shipping, Montreal Convention for air cargo. For hazardous goods, companies must also follow ADR regulations, which include proper labeling, safe packaging, and driver training. In short, following transport laws and regulations is essential to ensure safety, avoid penalties, and enable smooth national and international operations. This slide is about digital documentation in transportation networks. Digital tools like e-invoicing and digital bills of lading reduce paperwork, errors, and fraud. Using blockchain technology makes documents tamper-proof and more secure. E-signatures help in getting faster approvals and quicker customs clearance. Minicase, Maersk and IBM Tradolens, their blockchain-based system reduced paperwork by 85% and shortened cargo clearance time by 30%. In short, digital documentation makes transportation faster, safer, more secure, and reduces manual paperwork.